it's Sally here at Dotty B. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be starting a new project. So this is one that I've been planning for a while. It's going to be a wedding sampler. My son is getting married in August, so I thought I would do something to commemorate that and celebrate that. So I've been busy trying to get my head around what I want on there and design some things. So I'm just going to pop these away because this is like my colour scheme, which I'll go through in a little while. What I'm going to do, I've got this piece of fabric. Excuse me. I've got this piece of fabric, and it's got it's an old piece of linen. It was probably some kind of table runner. But it's got 8 panels inside it, and I thought that would be ideal. I've been wanting to use this for quite a long time now. I nearly used it on my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery treasure hunt piece, but I found something else for that. So this has kind of been hanging around for the right occasion, and I think this is the right occasion. It's got 8 panels. This is the orientation I'm having it. Like that, and then I will pop some tabs here to hang it. So it's a bit too long to show you all at once, but that's what it is anyway. So I thought this would be perfect. I have been designing some little for each little square. I've been having a little bit of a play around with my iPad, and although they're too big for that once they're separated. Oops. I think I can do something with them. I can always go back and reprint them smaller. They may have to go a little bit smaller, I'm not sure. But I think I'll be able to get them on. And then I'm hoping they're going to be carrying 2 gold rings inside their mouths, I think. That's the next piece that's going to go there. My son is Jack. His fiancée is Amy. So that's going to go there. Again, it's probably slightly too big, but I can always sort that out. I may freehand the heart rather than trace it because it's only slightly out. So they're the top 2. Then I've got a daisy to go in there. He loves me, she loves me. A take on he loves me not, that kind of thing. And if you do it, then he loves me not, he loves me not, he loves me. So it'll always go, he loves me or she loves me. So that's there. That's the date of the wedding, which I thought would be nice to pop. I think I'm going to do it that there and that there. Okay, as we move down, we have the new Mr. and Mrs. West. Will go in there. I've got some wedding bells to go in there, and then moving down to the bottom ones, I've got key to my heart. I'm going to find a key. This one isn't quite complete because it was a bit of a rush, that one was, to fill something in, but because I knew I wanted to put it out there, but I'm still looking for a key, so I want a little key to go in there. Might be some kind of charm, something like that. And then the last one is the lucky horseshoes, which are going to go in there. So that's my plan. I'm also planning on decorating the border as well. So this is all, they get married in about 2 months' time. 2 months today, I think it is. The 2nd. So I've got 2 months to do this. So I think that gives me plenty of time to do it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It should do. Once I get going, then I usually get stuck in. So that's that. Colour-wise, I'm going to keep it pastel-y. This is kind of a little bit of inspiration here. I think there's a yellow one as well. So they're all kind of pastel-y colours. So I thought I'd go with that. So I've kind of picked out some lemons. I've got that little bit of lacy type trim I thought would be nice if I can fit it on. I've also got this trim here which has got a pink on. I don't know whether it's too dark or not. I may not use everything. There's a little bit of a blue trim. There's some vintage lace. I've got lots more vintage lace. And then I've got kind of like the aqua, the blues. I've got a lilac. I've got a peachy colour, some pinks, more lilac-y. I'm not going too dark. That's a mint, a light green, another blue. That's maybe too dark, I'm not sure. I've just found that as well, little bit of crochet, and I quite like the flower inside that. So that there's that green, that lilac, and then I've got a pink as well. So they're kind of like my colours that I'm going to, my colour palette that I'm going to refer to. So hopefully that'll be okay. Now also, because this is see-through, not see-through, it's got it's got holes in the fancy work that it's, is it pulled work, or I can't remember what it's called, whatever it's called. Because I'm wanting to back this as well, because it's going to be quite flimsy if I don't back it. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I've got some old linen here. So that's the first thing that I'm going to back it with, is old linen. And I'm going to cut this to size, and I'm going to sew onto both of these. And then what I'll do is I will get some decorative fabric, something pretty to back it with once I've finished, just so that you can't see the stitches, because it's going to be a present. So that's what my plan is. So I've just got this old linen here. I love the linen, but I don't particularly like the pattern. And also it is a little bit stained. It's not dirty, it's been washed, but it's just stained. But once I've got this on, you won't be able to see it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pin it first of all, just because then I'll get the right size to cut it down. Just trying to think, do I want it to... I don't think it really matters. I don't think I want any hem on it or anything like that. Right, pins. Okay. So I'm just going to pin it down just to make sure I don't want any of that. And I have got two pieces of this backing linen, just because one piece isn't big enough, so I will need to join it. There's my pins that aren't sharp enough. Oh, that one's okay, yeah. It's my pins that aren't sharp enough. I've got some duds, I think. Okay. Good timing this is, because I am projectless at the moment. I've just finished my sewing box and I have got no other projects on the go at the minute. I don't think I have any. I can't think that I've got any. I know we're waiting for the new Roxy project coming out this week, but that's not until Wednesday, so I don't want to not sew until Wednesday. So this is a good project to get stuck into for a few days before my attention goes somewhere else. But I will keep coming back to this. Right, okay, so I've got so far, and then obviously I've run out of fabric. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this first. They're not my fabric scissors. Excuse me for the croakiness and the coughing. I've had a cold, so a bit croaky at the minute, but on the mend. Thank goodness. So it wasn't a very nice cold at all. Finish that off, so that will be kept for something else. It won't go to waste. I will trim this down again because I'm just going over where I should do, just because I don't want to catch the linen that I'm my front linen. Okay, and I'm just going to pull that back. So this has got an edge on it, and I don't want the edge because it makes a lumpy bumpy. We'll get rid of that as well. Oh, I've just noticed that. Look at that. It's got a little number on it. That will definitely get saved and used for something else. This has probably got one on too. I think that had a little bit of sewing on that one. Oh yeah, that's got a number on as well. Gold wash label. Okay, so that's that done. So I'm going to cut along here. Okay, and I'm going to go down one side, just to give me that edge. I don't think I'll need that much, but okay. I'm just going to go over slightly. Okay, more pins. Just noticed there is actually a stain there, but I will go over that with some stitching. We're about there. One more, I think. Should do it. Okay, I'm just going to trim the rest of this underneath off. Nearly. There we go. Right, so that's all put in the scrap box there. So that's backed now. That once I get sewing, that will join together. I might just put a couple of pins in it just for now, so that I know where. I may even just do a little bit of invisible stitch along there, I think, so that the pins don't get in the way and I haven't got to work with pins. All right, hopefully I've caught it for now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's that. quarter. Let's start with that. So that's going to be at the top, although I don't think it really matters. Right, so if I get my templates and some tracing paper. So I just use, this is from, if you're in the UK, this is from the Works, and it's just general tracing paper. You can also use baking parchment as well. So my jumper's getting caught up with pins. Let's try and fold that under a little bit. Okay. Right. In fact, I will move that out of the way while I'm tracing. Okay. So, oops. Put that over there. So in the first square are some birds. Pencil. So to trace, you need a pencil that's fairly sharpish. To be honest, I only need one bird because I can reverse. I can reverse it. I can just do one bird and reverse. So you go round. All your lines. I suppose it's a bit that takes time. Okay, so we've got the bird. Now we need to, I'm just going to grab a bit of paper. This is one I did, but they were too big. I had to adjust the sizes. So pop it over onto the reverse side and do it again. Okay, and then you just need to work out where it's going to go on your piece. So I want one here, and then I want one somewhere there. So I'm going to go right up into the corner, I think, just so that it'll give me as much space as I need, like that, and then you draw it again. And it should come through. Okay, and what you can do is you can bend over and do it in the other position. I won't do it now. you'll get bored of watching me just do tracing. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. Now these are going to be bluebirds. So I'm going to grab some of my blue. I think I like that one actually. I have chosen pale. I may have to go slightly darker just to make sure you can see everything, but I think I quite like that one. So I'm going to go with this. So my bluebird is going to be this. I don't know what make of cotton this is, or thread. Don't know. But that's what I'm going to use. It's just one that I've picked up along the way. Oh, look at that! That's got a little metal thing on it. I think it's metal. It feels metal. Got a little clasp. It's weird. Not seen anything like that before. It's kind of holding it. A clamp, like a metal clamp. Not seen anything like that before. Right, come on Sally, get with it. The thread's not unwinding, but never mind. Right, okay, that will do. That will do there. I'm just going to grab a needle. I've lost the needle. What was I doing? That's not it, is it? That's the... Oh, it must be this one then. It must be this one. Okay, I think I'm going to... I don't want it too bulky, but I don't want it too thin. So I think I'm going to go for 3 strands of this and see what that looks like. I think that will be plenty. Whether I can get 3 strands threaded on? Yes, I can. Sometimes it takes me ages and I have to get a thicker needle with a bigger eye. Okay, so I want to do a stem stitch with this, and I want to go all one way, if that makes sense. In fact, I'm going the wrong way as it is. I need to start that way. I can never remember how to start the stem stitch. Starting at the end of the beach. End of the beak. It's wishful thinking, the beach, isn't it? All right, that's it. I've got it. I've just been talking holidays about we've not booked anything yet. Need to book it. Not sure where we're going, but we usually end up in Norfolk, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's where we end up. When all else fails, go to Norfolk, because we just love it there. I'm just looking at my thread. I don't because I've not used this thread before, and it's just, I don't know if it's just a a cheap thread, or it's not Anchor, it's not DMC. I wasn't liking the way it lies. Get your words out. But I will probably press this down before I give it anyway, but just because I want it to have that vintage feel, and I think if you iron embroidery, it kind of gives that look, that vintage look. So that's what I'm going to go for. So I think once it's ironed, it'll be fine. It's just not quite laying how I'd expect it to lie. Oh dear me. So all I'm doing is stem stitch right to the end, and then I'll stop at the end, because I want it all to go that way, if that makes sense. So I'm going to stop here. Where's that little, use that, is that the right one? Nope. Yeah, I'm just doing them upside down. So I'm going to start on here. So I've gone there, and then what I'm going to do is going to go there and there. So I'm going to always work that way, just so that my stitches lie how I want them to lie. And we've got a fly, because it's a lovely day here today. We've got the windows and doors open, but that means that the flies come in. Everybody's out in the garden in the sunshine. Here's me stuck inside. But I'm only going to, only while I'm filming this video, and then I'm going to go and pop outside and do some sewing outside. Get a little bit of sun. There we go, that's one wing. Okay, I'm just going to turn it around just so I can see where I am. Just need to, it's there. I don't want to go too heavy, but my stitches will cover that. But yeah, so I'm going to go around and just finish that off. I won't do it on anymore on screen, because you can see what I'm doing. So I think that will probably be it for today. I'm going to finish off my birds, and then I might start tracing. Where are my little pictures? I don't know where they are. So what was next? I did have them in order at one stage, but I'm going to have that one there. So I'm going to work on those two this week, hopefully. And I haven't thought about words around the edges, but I'm going to do some words around the edges as well, and pictures. So it's going to, I think it's going to take a while, but it's going to be a project that I can get stuck into and just get going when I've got the time. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'll be back to show you my progress and show you a little bit more about what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some embellishments as well, and we're going to have some laces and bits on. I'll hopefully get that bit on because I think that's quite pretty. It won't go there obviously, but oh, actually it could go into a corner, couldn't it? So that might have to go into one of the corners, which I think would be nice. Yeah, probably not that one. I might do it down one of the bottom corners, but I do like that. So if I can get some of the glue off, it's had another life because it's all covered in glue, but I'm sure it'll come off. I'll sort that out anyway. So yeah, that's my wedding sampler that I'm doing at the moment. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me get started on it, and I'm looking forward to showing you a little bit more when I've done a little bit more of it. So thank you so much for joining me. Oh, and also I should have said at the beginning, shouldn't I, that if I don't think Jack and Amy watch my videos at all, but I do need to. I don't think they'll watch anyway. So, but it is a surprise. But I'm kind of chancing that they don't watch these videos. So, but I should have put one at the beginning, shouldn't I? If you're watching, don't watch it. But I'm sure they won't, because I don't think they watch anyway. So anyway, I'm waffling. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Anyway, okay, take care. Bye bye.